We're actually able to offer to each and every cancer patient that comes to Children's Mercy the ability to test their cancer for mutations and molecular changes that may allow us to change their treatment. Clara was born with a tumor on the back of her tongue. This was not noticed when she was in utero, despite several ultrasounds that her mother had had. But at the time of her birth, the doctors noticed that she had big growth on the back of her tongue.
And nobody knew what was going on. I kept asking, is she okay? What's going on? And no one could give me a straight answer because nobody had ever seen anything like that before. They didn't have the staff there at the hospital I delivered at to take care of her, so they immediately rushed her to Children's Mercy.
When they told us what it was a bit of a shock to hear the word cancer.
With this particular cancer, they usually treat it with surgery. And because her tumor was so large, in order to remove it, they would have to have taken out most or if not all of her tongue. And so they were trying to find something else that they could use instead of surgery, because obviously nobody wanted to go that route.
Because of the molecular testing that was done for Clara, we were able to identify an abnormality in the ALK gene, the ALK gene, which is present in about half of these types of tumors. And then that led to selecting a very specific medicine that is designed to treat that type of ALK mutation. And with that medicine, Clara has had a complete response.
So I wasn't able to come to the hospital for that first week that she was taking the medicine. And I remember the first day I came back to the hospital to see her, and I took one look at her and I said, look at her tongue, because I could visibly see that in that week that I was gone, the size of her tongue had shrunk enough that I could tell just by looking at her. And it continued to shrink until the tumor was gone.
She's not had to have any further surgeries, no radiation, no chemotherapy. Just that single medicine was enough to get rid of the rest of the tumor. She's now 4 months off the end of the treatment with that medicine with no evidence of the tumor growing back. We are so grateful. Without the funds that they provided, we would not have our cancer genomics program. We would not be able to offer these types of molecular testing to our patients. We wouldn't be able to bank the samples and do research and all of the discoveries that are going to help kids around the world.